everyone. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to change strings on a violin. So the strings I'm going to be using in today's video are Fiddler Man by Fiddler Shop. This video would not be possible without them, so thank you so much for these strings. It's really cool packaging, and I'm very excited to try them out and see how they hold up. So let's just get into it. The first question we have is, when exactly is the right time to change our strings? And I do mine every few months or so. Most musicians, I feel like, do. That's just what my teachers all told me. But specifically, when you take a look at your violin, and you might see some of these unravelings happening, especially on the A string area. And that's definitely a sign that you need to change your strings. It could happen here. It can also happen over here, kind of near the bridge a little bit, just where there's extra contact with the strings. So the first thing we're gonna do is set our violin down on a clean surface and get our new strings out and ready to identify which one is which. So usually they'll say on the back, right here you'll see violin G string written right there. I do actually like to start with one of my inner strings, so either the A or the D string, and what I'm going to do is prepare let's go with the D string. So I'm gonna take out my new string out of the package, and I'm gonna take it out of the plastic and just have it ready to go for when I wanna put the new one back on. So here we go, is the D string. I'm gonna unwrap it. It's a pretty long cord. I'm gonna place it right here. Now I'm gonna take my D string and make sure you have the right peg and unwind it very slowly. Then I'm gonna pull it out at the same time. And you'll see the string slide out of the peg hole. I'm gonna take it out of here very carefully. Everything is super sensitive on this instrument, so you just gotta be careful with the movements that you make. There we go. Okay, we got it out. So now I'm going to very carefully thread my new string into the little hole inside this peg. And I'm gonna let about 1.5 centimeters worth come out the other side of the hole, and I'm gonna turn it a little bit so that it starts getting tight while pushing it in, because if you don't push it in, then the string won't stay in place. Now at the same time, once it's almost at the right length, see how we're a little bit over? I'm going to put this ball end into my tailpiece. Stick it in there so that it has some hole on this side. I'm gonna keep pulling this part of the string, and then I'm gonna tighten it all the way while pushing it in. It's very important to push your peg into the violin, into the scroll, so that the peg doesn't turn everything by itself. Now, once you've got it pretty tight, obviously it's not tight enough, it's not in tune, make sure that the string is also inside the correct space, the correct groove on your bridge. So then I'm gonna keep pushing it in and tune it up. So I'm gonna do the same thing now, but with my A string. So you can really see the damage on this string right there. It's almost, breaking. It probably would have broken soon had I not taken it out. Now, while you're tuning your string, you really want to make sure that your bridge doesn't become curved over. So as you can see, my bridge is starting to lean a little bit towards the fingerboard right now, which isn't very good because, there's a chance of it snapping in half or just completely popping out. So what we want to do at this point, just continuously check up on it. And I see mine is a little bit towards the fingerboard. So I'm actually gonna very delicately move my bridge just a little bit back. Now we can see it's much straighter, and it's probably gonna happen again as I'm doing my E and G string. So just again, keep your eye out for that. Now I'm gonna do my G string just because I like to save the E for last. So finally we get to the A string, and this is a part you really want to pay attention to. It's a little bit different than the rest of the strings for several reasons. First of all, you have the option of buying a ball tip or a loop at the end of the string. And the difference is that on your violin, if you pay attention, I have this metal thing here that's actually going to keep balls in place. Some people don't have this, or if they do, they can use a loop. But for some people who don't have the place to keep the ball, because of the fine tuner on the E string, you're gonna have to buy a loop. So just pay attention to which kind of ending your string would require. Now this is another thing to pay attention to. So since the E string is so thin, they'll usually come with this piece of plastic that you can move around the string depending on where it's going to make contact with the bridge. So you want to put this on the bridge so that the string doesn't cut into the wood of the bridge, or just so that the string doesn't snap easily when it's making contact with the bridge. So pay attention to that. See, but I'm basically moving this plastic part to be on top of the bridge, right there. So we have our violin all stringed up. So we're gonna check the bridge one more time, and we see that it's not really leaning anywhere, which is nice. As you tune your violin though, since the strings are usually being pulled this way, they may pull the bridge this way a little bit too. So just keep your eye on this because it's a little bit pesky. Now we're gonna tune the violin. Okay. So I just want to thank you guys all one more time for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful, and a huge thank you as well to Fiddler Shop for their Fiddler Man strings and for making this video possible. Go check out their website for tons of music accessories as well as instruments and bows. Great resource to check out right there. Let me know what you guys have questions about, and hopefully we can be making more videos that can prove to be helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Bye!